Eric and I are in Maine right now. We're in Wells, Maine, where we're starting off with a few antique stores that all share kind of a common parking lot. It's like a multi-dealer center. And then we're going to hit another store on our way to Kittery, Maine, where we plan to have lunch before we head home. There are some beautiful things in this corner cabinet, like this blue and white swirl enamelware, $58 for this. This bowl is so precious with the dogs on it. It's like yellowware. I've never seen this before. It's made by Pacific. It's really sweet. And I love this terrier dog bowl stand right next to it. And there's such a pretty brass one right behind that. This store has lovely things. Oops, I just realized they had a sign that said no photography or video recording, so unfortunately, I cannot share more. But we're headed to Breakaway Design and Antiques, and I am allowed to take video in this store, so let's check this cool place out together. As you can already see, it is beautifully curated. I love these drawers. I wonder what they were used for originally. Nice flower frog here. There's Eric. I absolutely love this bag, and I absolutely do not need more bags. This one was made by Fossil. It's $85. I love this stripe. It's so classic. This bag is going to haunt my dreams. We have this exact same eagle sculpture or figurine or whatever you want to call it. This one is $3.95. I think I paid $65 for mine about 10 years ago. This is such a cool advertising piece with the date on it. It's $75. It's from the 1930s. I love the font. We're continuing to walk through this beautiful store. Eric is up ahead doing some scouting for me. This is really lovely with the candlesticks on the tray, and the clock behind it is gorgeous, $138. This brass propeller has such an interesting sculptural look. This would make an incredible statement on somebody's coffee table. Nice spice drawers, $78 for these. They have a nice weathered look about them. This is such an interesting piece. I love this. I love how it has areas where you could put books or collectibles, and then it has the drawers with these great old pulls. They make reproduction pulls like this, but these are old. Check out the view outside. This place has such a nice kind of beachy vibe, and it's very warm outside. These chairs are quite pretty. I really love this planter. It reminds me of the kind of grill cover you'd put over radiators, but it's so interesting, and I like the little ball feet on this. Trying to get the price tag so we can see how much they're asking for this. $68. It's really nice. If I could have plants in my house, this would greatly tempt me. I love the ball and claw feet on this piece of furniture. It's such a nice detail. It's a very pretty table in general. Would look nice as a side table somewhere. This is lovely. This was made by Restoration Hardware. They make some beautiful things. It looks like a fine antique, and there's no doubt that it would be beautiful in someone's home as part of their decor. $120 on this. I have a piece just like this that I picked up at Habitat for Humanity ages ago, and I use it to hang copper pots. This one is $68. I think this collection goes to show that you can have a lot of mismatched brass candlestick holders, and when you group them all together, they can be very impactful. I also like this horse. It reminds me of a weather vane. This is $58. It's on a nice wooden stand. And these poles are cracking me up. I just bought a pair of these poles on eBay because one of mine had fallen off and gotten chewed. This is a gorgeous planter. It's Roseville. It's $645, but wow, look at the design on this. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, let's check out this dog. It's adorable. It's $58. And I love this dog, which is $40. And then this cute little guy. They are so sweet, grouped here on the table. And this store is so beautiful, so here's a little peek. Okay, I'm just checking this guy out again. $58. He's a pipe holder. This lamp is absolutely gorgeous. It's $425. It's jadeite, and it is a stunner. We're continuing on to the next store in this center. It's so handy that there's so many stores here. We can just kind of park and just keep walking along. Here's our next stop. This is Kristen Carboni and Kristen Carboni Antiques. So this is where we are right now. This is killing me. I have wanted one of these for the longest time. I've looked high and low for one. I want it for my downstairs bathroom. It's $110 and I can't pay $110. If it were $65, I'd do it. This is a lovely little brass bird cage. I always love these. I'm not mean enough to actually have a bird in my house with Maine Coon cats, so no worries. I love this dry sink as well. It's got a great look. It is $445. What a beautiful braided rug. This store is full of lovely furniture. This is a beautiful Adirondack chair. It might be the nicest one I've ever seen. You come across a lot of reproductions, but I think this is the real deal. This one is $495. It has such a beautiful patina. Love it. It's a cute little wagon. And this is a great picture, so let's look a little closer. It's a hunting scene, and it's sort of cartoonish, but also kind of sophisticated at the same time. I haven't seen a toll table inset into wood like that, so it's very pretty. And this hunting piece has all of these interesting, like horse-related themes all around the perimeter, which is also really pretty and kind of unexpected. Wow, what a beautiful, I don't know, bookshelf stand. I don't know what to call it. I wonder what this was used for originally. It's fabulous. And I also really like this brass gooseneck lamp. Okay, we're headed out to the next store, but before we go, we have to look at this beautiful braided rug. Isn't that sweet? love the inlaid designs on this table. It's so beautiful. And a nice bust. Look at the lighthouse andirons. I've never seen those before. This adorable Scotty dog is also serving as a fireplace tool holder. Look at that with the little dogs on the handles. If I could remotely afford this picture, it would be coming home with me for sure. It is gorgeous. This is a lovely lamp. The blue on this is fabulous. It looks like a Roman figure. The price is $3.95. Apparently it's porcelain. It's very, very beautiful. This is interesting. It's some kind of a lock box. Oh, a strong box. I wonder what this was used for back in the day. I can't open it. I wonder if somebody has the key that goes to this. All right, that was fun, and we're ready for our next stop. We are just rolling right along here. Well, we were told by one of the dealers at the previous stop that we should continue to head on the post road towards Kittery, and we would hit a great store. So this is it. We were told it was a red building and it's multi-story. And unfortunately, I cannot remember the name of this store to save my life. I truly apologize. But regardless, let's go in and check it out together. This is so interesting. It's from 1940 and it's a pipe stand. Or a pipe rack, I should say. That is so cool. We're checking out this beautiful store. It is really fabulous. Everything is pretty pricey here, but sometimes it's nice to see these higher end places and get some ideas. Wouldn't this garden statue look beautiful in the right spot in somebody's garden? That would be an absolute focal point. This is $1.95 and there's a pretty kind of garden wall art or plaque behind it. And this sconce is absolutely to die for and it really looks quite old. Let's see, $6.95. Wow, it is really beautiful. This is so cute, this public school wall art. This looks quite old. It says 1856, I think. And there's gorgeous art all throughout this space. Nice chicken. I'm taking a moment to appreciate the fact that these are birds in a bird cage that I could have in my house because there would be no carnage as a result of them being artwork and not actual birds. $55 for these. I sort of like this, and I also find it to be sort of creepy. It's like a combination between a photograph and a carving. This was made between 1840 and 1910. So interesting. This is gorgeous. These are supposed to be 3 mermaids. They're on this beautiful stand. You could put all sorts of things in this shell area. Rare salt glazed mermaids. They're so beautiful. Eric and I are really considering this vase with the hunting scene because this would look amazing in our front entryway. And we are tempted by it, but we know that trying to keep this safe from naughty kitties is probably not going to happen. It's $275, and for that price, I think we would want to feel like for sure it would make it. And I just don't think that it will. So we're just going to enjoy it here. We're going to take in all of the design elements. You can see it's painted glass, and there's all different scenes I'm going to show you our favorite. It's this poor guy who just fell into the river. That's so funny. This is an old post office sign from the early 1800s. It's so unusual. They have really interesting things in this store. We're going to head upstairs in a moment, but as we do, let's check out these beautiful samplers. These are really old, 1829 on this one. And here are other really old ones from the 1800s, I think. Wow, they are spectacular. 1814, I think this one says. It's hard to tell. $495 is the price. Beautiful. Okay, let's keep going up the stairs and see what's on the next floor. I was warned that it gets very hot the higher up you go, but there are fans going, so we're going to brave the heat for as long as we humanly can. This store keeps going and going and going. This antiquarian book set is so lovely. Look at the green leather binding. I'm just so curious about how old this book is. It's got that nice marbleized cover page. 1806 on this. So over 200 years old. It's in really good condition. $220 for this. Check out these little pillows from 1792. This must have been made for a baby back in the day, and it's in rough condition. Oh my goodness, this is all needlework. It is so unbelievably done. Woolwork ship with the lighthouse and smaller sailing vessels, $9.95 as is. So there must be some damage on this, but I'm not really seeing it. Oh, there's the lighthouse there in the corner. This is one of the most beautiful things I think I have seen. This is a lovely embroidered piece as well, and I'm so tempted by this, except the mat is in very bad condition, and I don't really want to have it reframed, so I'm going to leave it. We see a little penny rug table runner here. This one is clearly handmade, $20. They've made a lot of reproductions of these, so it's hard to verify the age. This is such a pretty painting. Look at the old house and the old style clothing. $525. It's lovely. Eric likes this insurance sign. It's from Hartford, Connecticut. And this is lovely. This looks like a woman in mourning. Her hairstyle reminds me so much of like early Queen Victoria. It's on a beautiful frame that's like has a velvet cover. It's really special. This might officially be the most beautiful painted tray I have ever seen depicting quails. It's $7.75. It's like a gorgeous oil painting. Here we have a very old lockbox. This is $240. It says a document chest from 1850 with the key. Look at the nail head trim on this. And you can see the key is attached with a string so it doesn't go missing. And even the inside looks so old. Really beautiful. Here's a gorgeous old coverlet. $335 on this. I love this morning picture, and I have always wanted one. They are so expensive. This one's $4,500, so it's not coming home with me today. But isn't it lovely? The clothing is so like of the Jane Austen era, so early 1800s, and that weeping willow tree is associated with mourning symbolism. So all in all, a spectacular piece. It's nice just to see it. We're headed up to the next level. beautiful textile here on the railing. Everywhere you go, your eye rests on something absolutely beautiful and unique. And though the prices here are high, we are seeing incredibly high quality antiques, and it is a sheer pleasure. I love to see blue and white all displayed on a table like this. I like the way they've covered the table. This booth is so nice and light. It's kind of a nice break from all of the darker tone wood we've been seeing, although I love that as well. But this is really beautifully curated. And I want to give you a sense of it so you can feel a little bit like you're shopping along with me. Not that we're buying a lot of things, because we can't afford most of the stuff in here. Or if we did, it would be a real investment piece. And we're not so much looking for that today. We're really just wanting to enjoy seeing some really cool old stuff. Last floor. Oh my gosh, my makeup is melting off my face. It's not pretty, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, look what Eric found, this fabulous Karak tray with the turtle. That is so flower power. It is $35. This is so interesting. It is a very old tea cozy and this beautiful fabric. It's $75. It's apparently made in Germany. It's got great metal handles. So unique. If I were a tea drinker, this would probably tempt me. But as it is, I'm just really happy to see it and learn a little bit more about some of the interesting things that are out there in the world of antiques. Eric loves this door knocker, and it is beautiful, but we already have an eagle door knocker. Ours is more on the primitive side, whereas this one is much more elaborate. It's very beautiful. Okay, I think we're gonna make our way out of this store now because it's really hot and we're hungry. Before we go, I have to show you this beautiful floor covering. This is painted canvas. It's a very old style, and I think it's gorgeous. I would love something like this for our front entryway. We had a fantastic time going through all of the antique stores, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with us. Spoiler alert, we didn't buy anything, but we really enjoyed looking. And now we're looking forward to lunch in Kittery, Maine. I've been to Roberts in Kittery, Maine once before with Zach and some friends of his from college, and Eric cannot wait to try their steamers. Here's the menu in case you're interested. One of Eric's very favorite things in this whole world is steamers, and it's actually hard to find restaurants that carry them. Lots of restaurants have oysters and clams and other things, but he is very particularly a fan of steamers. Here they are. This is what we're here for, and Eric is a happy, happy boy. I can't eat them, by the way. I'm allergic, but I can be around them while somebody else eats them. So Eric is very much in his happy place right now. And now they're gone. So that was a successful meal. He really enjoyed it, and here's the proof. We had a fabulous couple of days in Maine. We really enjoyed ourselves. We cannot wait to come back someday soon. I have so many things to show you today. I'm really excited to get into it. But let me tell you what happened, because I think the backstory is the best part. It's my favorite part anyway. A dear family friend of Eric's reached out to him and said she was looking to rehome some of her china and glassware because she just really didn't need it anymore. She was looking to sort of declutter and simplify her home. Her own children, Indy's here, her own children didn't want any of these things. And so she said you can either keep them or you can resell them if you want to. Here's my crazy guy. That it was entirely up to us, but would we like to come over and, have a little visit and then take whatever we thought we might be able to use. So that is a fantastic kind of invitation. And of course, first and foremost, it was lovely to see this friend of the family. She is so sweet, always a lot of fun to talk with, and she has amazing taste in everything. So when she showed us the things that she was looking to rehome, our eyes pretty much bugged out of our heads because it's a lot and it is beautiful. Hello, Mr. Indy. So I cannot wait to show you, and I'm still kind of deciding where everything is going because I just unwrapped it all and I haven't really gotten my brains around it yet. So I think I'll probably start with what I think is my favorite. I wish you could see Indy. I wonder if I could move the camera down a little. Oops, there he is. Isn't he a cutie pie? He is in the mood for a cuddle, so I'm talking to you and giving him a little snuggle at the same time. He is what we call a stealth snuggler. He sneaks up when you're not expecting him. He jumps on your lap, and then he wants all the love. I just put Indy down and he jumped back onto my lap. So this cat means business, I think. But I wanted to show you what is my favorite part of this particular haul, and that is this beautiful Wedgwood patrician dinner plate. And I don't just have one dinner plate, I have a lot of dinner plates and a lot of other pieces that go with it. So I think the easiest way to show you is to go to the table. Let's do that. So to start with, we have 16 dinner plates, which is such a nice amount. This is going to accommodate even fairly large parties when you're entertaining. And I want to show you how beautiful the rim is. We had plates very similar to this when I was growing up. And I wonder if it was the exact same one because my mother did hand wash everything. These are so lovely. So anyway, dinner plates, then this nice stack of salad plates. And we have some bread plates or dessert plates. You could use them either way. And then we have saucers that go with this nice big collection of cups. And the cups are very pretty as well. Please excuse the state of my nails. I was just polishing silver without gloves on. So I made a big old mess of my nails that way. So this is absolutely beautiful. I showed you this tablescape in a previous video when what I was really trying to point out was the runner, which has since sold. But today I want you to see the Wedgwood patrician plates because I think they look so lovely. They're so elegant. They're going to look beautiful with any kind of tablecloth or any kind of tablescape. So I think they're a really fun addition to my porcelain collection. And here they are in a different format. So I had also shown you these when I was really trying to point out the placemats, but I think they, again, give you a sense of how lovely and versatile these plates really are. While we're at the table, I might as well show you all of the glassware because there is so much of it and it's all really beautiful. So let's check it out. There are 6 beautiful champagne flutes. These are so lovely. They have a nice heavy feel in my hand. I'm sort of tempted to keep these because I love them, but I very rarely serve champagne. It just gives me a headache. But these are beautiful. So I have these. This set is gorgeous. Let me show you. There's 8 of these. These are like water goblets, and these are made by, let's see if I can show you. These are Lenox. Sort of, there it is. There it is. Now you can see it. These are Lenox. They are so, so beautiful. I really love these. They might be one of my favorites. We have some white wine glasses. Very pretty, very elegant, very simple. We have a lot of those, 2, 4, 6, 8 of those. And then we have red wine glasses, 2, 4, 6 of these. They are all matching. There are 3 martini glasses. And yeah, that's the glassware situation. We came home with the prettiest little stack of dessert plates. These are so cute. Isn't that a lovely pattern and color? I think they are so sweet. This is Royal Dalton and it's called Queen's Lace. And I think that's a nice name for it. It's a good stack of plates. So somebody who plans to have dessert for quite a few people would happily use these, I would think, because they're so elegant. And I also love these beautiful mugs. So here is one, and here is another. They all have different kind of botanical themes, and most of them also have this little detail inside the rim, so the matching flower inside the rim, and I love that. This is called Rose of England Bone China, and it's made in England, and it's actually dishwasher safe, which I would not have guessed because they're so pretty and so kind of, I don't know, they have kind of a little bit of a delicate feel. So it's nice that you can put them in the dishwasher because that just makes life so much easier. So I thought those were really lovely. I'll be selling the mugs and the plates on my eBay store. I think this next piece is so pretty. Oops. So here it is. So I think, please correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think this is meant for serving coffee or tea. Is that correct? I am not 100% sure, but it is so lovely. The silver is quite tarnished, as you can see, but that's easily fixed. This is, let's see if there's a mark back here. Now it just says 43 on it, but it's possible that when it's all polished up, the name of a maker will emerge. That happens sometimes. I think it's lovely. It still has its original lid. I'm not seeing any defining manufacturer marks, but this is just so, so pretty. And I guess you could put like a votive here and try to keep everything warm. That would just be absolutely stunning. I am a big brunch fan. A lot of times when I have people over, I have them over for brunch. So I would love to say that I'm gonna use it, but I just know I won't. So why store things we're not gonna use, right? Okay, now I have a collection of a few things that I am gonna keep, and I couldn't find a mark on them, but these certainly are crystal. There are 2 very beautiful bowls. I love the details in these. You can see the bottom maybe gives you a better sense of it. I really love having some clear pieces because they match every china set you own. And I think those are nice sized bowls. Oh my goodness, this is heavy. This is a beautiful lidded biscuit jar, I think, that goes with it. So I'm gonna keep that as well. I wish I knew who made these. I'm sure I can do some research, but I thought that was lovely. And then I'm assuming this is like maybe a little jam jar. The last time I thought something was a jam jar, it actually turned out to be an egg coddler. So this is not an egg coddler, but I could be wrong about its use. Not sure. But I'm gonna keep those 4 pieces in my own little collection, and I will be really happy to use them. I really want to keep this piece, but, oh my goodness, it's so heavy. But
Isn't that beautiful? I have so many vases already. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can get rid of this. And it is so heavy. I would hesitate to ship it. So I'm not sure. I mean, I used to have vases all over the place because I used to have flowers, oops, all throughout my house, but I don't do that anymore because of the cats getting into flowers. And so having so many vases is silly. Maybe I'll look around the house at some of the vases I already have and trade some of those out. That's probably the way to go. But anyway, I love those pieces. The other ones that I want to show you are these gorgeous, oh my gosh, I love these candlestick holders. They are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Eric and I both, when we saw these, we were like, ooh, those are really nice. But again, I have 10 million candlestick holders. Maybe I'll do the same thing and trade out one of my old sets and keep that set. It's also nice to have something that belonged to a family friend because then you think of that person every time you use those things. So I'll have to think about it. One more set of candlesticks. These are beautiful. I really love how there's space in between the two pillars. It's just a little bit of an unexpected touch. These are Lenox. They're marked on the bottom. When I show it to you, it's going to be sort of upside down. I'm not sure that you can see that anyway. It's there, trust me. And when I list these on eBay, which I do plan to do, I will try to show a close-up of the manufacturer mark. But these are just really pretty. And as I've already said, they will match absolutely any tablescape. So you cannot go wrong with crystal candlesticks or crystal anything really. We brought home these gorgeous Lenox bowls with a classic gold rim. It's so nice to have some serving pieces for your collection. And of course, a cream bowl with a gold rim is really gonna match anything. So very versatile piece. And then I have this one as well. Another Lenox bowl, different size. So you can see one's round and one's oval. They're both beautiful classic cream with the gold rim. My mother's china set was a cream Lenox with a platinum rim, and she had lots of pieces. And I absolutely loved the set, but ultimately decided not to keep it because I had so much china and I didn't know what to do with it. And one day my dear friend Jen came over. I was mentioning that I had too much china. She told me how she always wanted china. So I said, well, come look at my mother's set. She loved it. She took it and she's been using it for years. So it was such a happy story. And I felt so good about giving it to my friend. I don't think I could have donated it. I'm not even sure I could have sold it. But to give it to a friend felt so right. And whenever I go to her house and I see the set, I just kind of wave to it, think of my mother. And yeah, it was just a story with such a happy ending. But these pieces don't match that set because they have the gold, not the platinum, although you can always mix and match if you like, right? We brought home this beautiful sauce boat. Isn't that such a pretty design? I love the flowers. The underplate is attached. This says H&C Selb Bavaria, so made in Germany. It's really, really beautiful. And of course you could put sauce in this, you could put gravy in it, you could put in whatever you please. But it's a beautiful piece of porcelain. There's a little piece of Bleak that I'm keeping. I don't have this piece and I think it's really sweet. It has this sort of mustardy yellow back stamp. So I know it's not that old, but it is very pretty. I love this sort of shell design. I have a cup and saucer that are very much like this, so I will add to that. We picked up this little crystal Christmas tree that I think I'm gonna keep because I could pop this in anywhere. Actually, it would even look pretty just sitting in a china cabinet, just to give a little bit of interest and holiday spirit to the space. Then we got a few decanters. These are so heavy and seem really well made. So here is one, show you the top. It's very pretty. I think this is a decanter. I could be mistaken. I have decanters. Mine don't look like this, which is why I'm now questioning it. Here is another, and this one has a pretty like grapes pattern on it. Can you see that? Yeah, there it is. And then this one is also really pretty. This one has like a stag on it. So I don't know, maybe we'll keep this one, I'm not sure. It's very, very pretty. And then the last thing I have to show you is this gorgeous picture that would make a lovely vase. It's so pretty, look at the details. Great colors. It reminds me a little bit of lusterware, but it's not, I don't think. It is lustrous, but I don't think it's lusterware. Tell me if you disagree. And here's the back stamp, just made in Italy. I thought it was just very, very pretty. I'm gonna put this little Belique bowl right here with the rest of my Belique. You can see the whole collection up here. I think this fits right in. I've done some reconfiguring in my little china cabinet. Can you see the date on this? It's 1906. Anyway, I moved some things out and I put in the candlesticks. The little Christmas tree will eventually go into a Christmas tree box. The bowls, the biscuit jar, and then moving on down, you'll see the vase in the back and the Wedgwood. Oops, and Indy, who is nudging me as I try to film this. So this is where all this stuff is gonna live for now, and I think it works. This is such a funny coincidence. So I was just telling you about my friend Jen, who has my mother's former china set, and she just reached out to me. She was texting to ask me some questions, and I just happened to say, hey, do you happen to need like wine glasses for any reason? And she said, yes, she had a completely mismatched set and she would love to just throw it out. So I showed her some pictures. She loved them. So she's taking the red wine set, the white wine set, and the champagne flutes, and they will all live together with my mother's china. So I love that. And then whenever I go visit her or go eat at her house, stop over for dinner or whatever, I can think of our family friend and enjoy them there. So that is a story with a happy ending. I love it when that happens. I've already packed up her glasses. They are safely stored away from naughty cats. She's gonna come pick them up next week. So yay. Indy's taking a nap on this old hooked rug, which is maybe not a great place to have a little kitty with sharp claws, but he's a pretty careful guy, so I'm not too worried about it. Aww. I made the bed about 2 moments ago, and that's all the time it took for Licorice to claim the bed as her own. I've been doing lots of laundry today. You can see a pile there on the chair. We just got a new washing machine after fighting with the old one for a long time, so I'm trying to make up for lost time. I have like 5 loads of laundry to do today. Licorice is gonna help me with none of it. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yeah. Here is Miss Iris. She's taking a snooze right here on the window seat. This is a space that she really enjoys. I won't disturb her. Let's hope she's having very sweet dreams. And look who's here. My friend. Oh, and she just woke up. There she is, looking a little grumpy and a little rumpled. I get it. We woke her up. Again, I have to say, Eric and I were so appreciative that our family friend reached out in the way that she did so we could have this chance to pick up so many beautiful things, things to keep, things to rehome, things to sell. It's really awesome. So, and you know, it's not always easy to find things to thrift for good prices. Sometimes I come home empty-handed because prices have gotten so high. And this friend was on the verge of bringing everything to Goodwill. And it's just a shame to do that because most of the best stuff like Wedgwood and Lenox, Goodwill doesn't leave a lot of that on the shelves anymore. They mostly put that right on their online auction. So people don't even really get a chance at it unless they happen to be online bidding for it. So I think it all worked out. You can look for some of these things on my eBay store. If there's anything that I didn't mention that I'm keeping that you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me directly. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.